What happens when Hollywood's charm turns cold? When A-listers snap, hosts cross the line, and interviews spiral into total chaos, live on air. These aren't just awkward moments, they're confrontations so uncomfortable you'll feel the tension through the screen. From Patrick Stewart clashing with James Corden to Sofia Vergara enduring cringe-worthy remarks on national TV. These are the celebrity moments that went too far, too fast, and the world couldn't look away. Get ready for 18 jaw-dropping, squirm-inducing showdowns that prove even the most glamorous stars have their breaking points. 1. Patrick Stewart versus James Corden. Things took a tense turn during an awards show when Sir Patrick Stewart publicly criticized James Corden for standing at the back of the stage with his hands in his pockets, suggesting he looked disinterested. Corden responded calmly, explaining that wasn't his intention and apologized if it came off that way. But Stewart wasn't done. He then mocked Corden's appearance, joking about his belly being visible from behind. That's when Corden clapped back with a sharp line, "You can see you dying right now." The room went cold. 2. Gordon Ramsay versus Sofia Vergara. On The Tonight Show, Sofia Vergara appeared noticeably uncomfortable as Gordon Ramsay cracked suggestive jokes and mocked her eating habits, especially how she handled pizza. The situation got worse when he made a strange remark about her son's name, saying it sounded like a brand of paint. At one point, he got too touchy, prompting Sofia to firmly tell him, "This is my interview." The audience laughed, but the unease on her face was hard to miss. 3. Bill Cosby and Sofia Vergara. Years earlier, during one of Sofia Vergara's first talk show appearances, Bill Cosby made her visibly uncomfortable by complimenting her appearance in a way that felt creepy, saying she made men think only of sin. Given what later came out about Cosby, this moment feels particularly unsettling in hindsight. 4. Ricky Gervais roasts Hollywood. Ricky Gervais didn't hold back while hosting the Golden Globes. In a scathing monologue, he mocked celebrities for getting political, urging them to just accept their awards, thank their agents, and keep quiet. His brutal delivery left the audience squirming and glued millions of viewers to their screens. 5. Tom Cruise versus Matt Lauer. During a heated interview on The Today Show, Tom Cruise lashed out at Matt Lauer over the use of psychiatric medication. He dismissed mental health treatments and criticized Brooke Shields for using antidepressants. As Lauer tried to engage, Cruise accused him of being glib and lacking knowledge. The interview quickly became one of the most talked about and uncomfortable moments in TV history. 6. Gene Simmons versus Paul Stanley. Even longtime bandmates can snap. In a joint interview, Kiss guitarist Paul Stanley repeatedly interrupted Gene Simmons, which didn't sit well. Gene suddenly paused the interview, calling Paul out for undermining him on live camera. Their argument was raw and revealing, showing how even rock legends hit breaking points. 7. Lindsay Lohan versus David Letterman. Lindsay Lohan expected to talk about her film on Late Show with David Letterman, but the interview quickly took a turn. Letterman blindsided her with questions about her upcoming rehab, something they hadn't agreed to discuss. Lindsay tried to steer the conversation elsewhere, but he pressed on. She held it together, but the moment was deeply uncomfortable and visibly emotional for her. 8. Paris Hilton versus David Letterman. Paris Hilton faced a similar ambush from Letterman. Though they'd agreed not to discuss her jail time, he repeatedly brought it up. Despite her polite attempts to redirect the topic, he kept pushing. Eventually, she shut him down, reminding him she came to talk about her new business ventures, not relive her past. 9. Jenny McCarthy and Justin Bieber. At an awards show, Jenny McCarthy caught teenage Justin Bieber off guard by planting a surprise kiss on him. He later admitted he felt violated. The moment, meant to be funny, came across as completely inappropriate and awkward. 10. Leah Remini and Justin Bieber. Another bizarre moment involving Justin Bieber unfolded during a talk show when Leah Remini asked the 17-year-old a series of would-you-rather questions that veered into adult territory, including scenarios involving nudity and worms. Bieber was visibly uncomfortable and tried to avoid answering. It was hard to watch. 11. Dakota Johnson versus Melanie Griffith. During a red carpet interview, Dakota Johnson and her mother Melanie Griffith got into an awkward exchange. When asked if she'd seen 50 Shades of Grey, Melanie said no, and Dakota grew frustrated, defending the film and publicly questioning her mom's unwillingness to watch it. Tension between them was obvious. 12 Joe Budden vs. Migos. A red carpet interview with rap trio Migos turned hostile fast. Joe Budden, visibly annoyed, abruptly walked off during the conversation. Migos didn't take the slight lightly. They stood up, ready for confrontation. Security had to step in before things got out of hand. 13 Burt Reynolds vs. Interviewer. When a host jokingly brought up Burt Reynolds' ex-wife during an interview, the actor tried to play it cool but quickly grew irritated. Playful mood evaporated as Reynolds pushed back harder, clearly annoyed by the direction of the conversation. 14 Kanye West vs. Sway Calloway. In one of Kanye West's most infamous interviews, he exploded on radio host Sway Calloway. As Sway asked about Kanye's fashion line, West went off, yelling, "You ain't got the answers, Sway," and launching into a rant about his struggles in the fashion industry. Sway stayed calm, but the moment became legendary. 15 Hugh Grant vs. Ashley Graham. The 2023 Oscars, Hugh Grant gave a painfully awkward interview to Ashley Graham. She asked typical red carpet questions, but Grant responded with cold, curt answers, saying he had no favorites and was barely in Glass Onion. The interaction was brief, uncomfortable, and went viral for all the wrong reasons. 16 Jennifer Garner vs. Conan O'Brien. While chatting with Conan O'Brien, Jennifer Garner corrected his use of the word snuck, claiming it wasn't real. Conan, always quick, pulled out a dictionary to prove her wrong. What started as a joke turned into a grammar standoff, and a bit of awkward tension. 17 Gary Busey vs. Leslie Jordan. On a reality show, tempers exploded between Gary Busey and Leslie Jordan. Busey accused Jordan of being standoffish, while Jordan called out Busey for his behavior toward everyone in the house. Their shouting match got so intense that producers had to step in and calm them down. Teen Shameik Moore and Haley Steinfeld. While promoting Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Shameik Moore repeatedly flirted with co-star Haley Steinfeld during interviews. His comments were one-sided, and Haley didn't seem comfortable. Audiences noticed, and the vibe became more and more uncomfortable. AIM can light up a room, but it can also expose the darkest corners of human behavior. Whether it's comedians turning cruel, co-stars crossing the line, or interviewers pushing too far, these moments remind us. Celebrities may be polished on the surface, but behind the scenes they're just as messy, emotional, and unpredictable as the rest of us. Which moment shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss the drama behind the spotlight. Until next time, stay sharp, stay curious, and remember, the mic is always on.